Sure, what can I say? Johanna was on our board originally and just took over when I went down to Virginia and has kept the organization thriving. So I'm so glad to see all of you here. And John Weber followed me out here, and he is our pianist for the day. And you'll see his credits in the program. Phenomenal person. He's actually been on our stage before a few times, and in solo performances, a wonderful jazz pianist. And of course, I'm very proud to have Hannah Jane with us. She started when she was in high school and first appeared on our stage. So we sometimes think cabaret is for all us old people, right? American Songbook is just, yeah. Notice how I included John. Oh, yeah. That's to make myself feel younger. But we're finding out that a lot of the young people are coming up and they're saying, we love this music too. And so, as I said, Hannah Jane started in high school being on our stage, and then came last year and did a program. Was anyone here at her program last year? Okay, a couple of you, right. Was on country. And so that was really exciting. And this time, she's doing a show that I believe she did in London, right? Recently?
Yes.
Yes, so we are very privileged to have her present for us in this situation. And we didn't have to trek into New York and go through all the problems there. So it's nice to have, so we thank the Long Beach Library for being our host and our supporter and allowing us to actually present these programs to you. So again, you don't want to hear from me, you want to hear from Hannah Jane.
Hi everyone, how are you? So I sound checked with this mic, and it was great. And then I put on 6-inch heels, and it's not great anymore. You guys look wonderful this evening. Happy Mother's Day weekend. I'm so thrilled to be here with my mama, wherever she is. There in the back, my mama. Now, as a little kid, I see we have a little one here, and I'm very excited about that. As a little kid, there are things that stick with you. Lessons, memories, and a big memory for me was the first time I got cast in a musical as Annie. Now, after getting the show, I dove down the deep end of finding out everything I could about the show and watching every movie there was, and that led to discovering musical theater. Now, I started watching every musical I could find, anything I could get my hands on, and I was always drawn to the leading lady. And not only the leading lady as a character, but the women who created those characters. And so a few years ago, I stumbled upon this book, and it serves as the text for this show. And tonight, we're going to take a journey through A is for Audra, honoring these amazing lady legends. So let's begin. A is for Audra, who awes and amazes. With each line and note, all the critics sing praises. When I marry Mr. Snow, the flowers will be buzzing with the hum of bees. The birds will make a racket in the churchyard trees. When I marry Mr. Snow, then it's off to home we'll go. And both of us will look a little dreamy-eyed, a drive into a cottage by the ocean side, where the salty breezes blow. He'll carry me across the threshold, and I'll be as meek as a lamb. Then he'll set me on my feet, and I'll say, kinda sweet, "Well, Mr. Snow, here I am." Then I'll kiss him so for Barbara and Barbara too. Both versatile vocalists, equaled by few. I've got 36 expressions, sweet as pie to tough as leather. And that's 6 expressions more than all them Barrymores put together. Instead of just kicking me, why don't they give me a lift? Well, I think it's a plot, 'cause they're scared that I got such a gift. Well, I'm miffed, 'cause I'm the greatest star. I am by far, but no one knows it. Wait, they're gonna hear a voice, a silver flute. Woohoo, woohoo, they'll cheer each do. Hey, that kid is terrific. When I expose it, well, can't you see to look at me that I'm a natural Camille? As Camille, I just feel I've so much to offer. Hey, I know I'd be divine because I'm a natural cougher. A he. Some ain't got it, not a lump. I'm a great big clump of talent. Laugh. They'll bend in half to hear the story about the traveling salesman. 1,000 jokes. Stick around for the jokes. 1,000 faces. I reiterate, when you're gifted, then you're gifted. These are facts. I've got no axe to grind. Hey, what are you, blind? In all of the world so far, I'm the greatest star. Who is the pimp with pizzazz? Who is all ginger and jazz? Who is this glamorous sass? Who's that American movie rose with that American booty nose and 10 American booty toes? Eyes on the target and wham! One shot, one gunshot, and bam! Hey, Mr. Arnstein, here I am. My white knight, not a Lancelot, nor an angel with wings, just someone to love me, who is not ashamed of a few nice things. My white knight, what my heart would say if it only knew. Please, dear Venus, show me now. All I want is a plain man. All I want is an honest man, a quiet man, a gentle man, a straightforward and honest man to sit with me in a cottage somewhere in the state of Iowa. I don't know. And I would like him to be more interested in me than he is in himself, and more interested in us than in me. C is for Christine's crystal clear intonations, for which she's won Tonys and standing ovations. It ain't so much a question of not knowing what to do. I know what's right and wrong since I've been 10. I heard a lot of stories supposing that he says that you're sweeter than cream, and he's gotta have cream or die. What you gonna do when he talks that way? Spin his eye? I'm just a girl who can't say no, can't seem to say it at all. I hate to miss her boy number when he's paying a call. For a while I had to refine and cool, sitting on a velveteen settee. Then I think of that old golden rule, and do for him what he would do for me. Soon as I sit on their laps, something inside of me snaps. I can't say no. D is for Dolly, that devious dame, played by Carol and Pearl and Bet and too many more to name. Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna go and taste Saturday's high life. Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna get some life back into my life. I'm ready to move out in front. I've had enough of just passing by life with the rest of them, with the best of them. I can hold my head up high, for I've got a goal again, I've got to drive again. I'm gonna feel my heart coming alive again before the parade passes by. That's a dream roll for sure. E is for Elaine, whose delivery delights, and who often performed wearing little but tights. Not me. Hey, Mom, did you sneak anything in with you? Of course. Can I have it? Don't tell anybody, it's our secret.
You might not like it.
Yeah.
I'd like to propose a toast. Here's to the ladies who lunch. Everybody laugh. Lounging in their caftans and planning a... Who am I kidding? I'll get back to you in 50 years. Can I try it, Mom?
Sure, you're of age.
Oh, never mind. You can have that back. Woo! No, thank you. Thanks for the prop. Anytime. Gotta keep her around for something. Even if it is the booze. F is for Fosse, whose dazzle and dancing made these triple threats feisty, fierce, and entrancing. Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. And all that jazz, start the car, I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl. And oh, that jazz. Slick your hair and wear your buckled shoes. And all that jazz, I hear that Father Dip is gonna blow the blues. And all that jazz, hold on, hon, we're gonna bunny hug. I bought some aspirin down at United Drug in case you shake apart and want a brand new start to do that jazz. G is for Gertrude, whose greatest success was a king-teaching tutor who dressed to impress. Hello, young lovers, whoever you are, I hope your troubles are few. All of my good wishes go with you tonight. I've been in love like you. Don't cry, young lovers, whatever you do. Don't cry because I'm alone. All of my memories are happy tonight. I've had a love of my own. I've had a love of my own like yours. I've had a love. My ship has sails that are made of silk. The decks are trimmed with gold. And of jam and spice, there's a paradise in the hold. My ship's aglow with a million pearls, and rubies fill each bin. The sun sits high in a sapphire sky when my ship comes in. I can wait the years till it appears one fine day, one spring. But the pearls and such, they won't mean much if they're missing just one thing. I do not care if that day arrives, that dream need never be. If the ship I sing doesn't also bring my own true love to me. If the ship I sing doesn't also bring my own true love to me. H is the heavenly, Miss Heather Headley, whose turn as Aida was daring and deadly. Shadowland, the leaves have fallen. This shadowed land, this was our home. The river's dry, the ground has broken. So I must go, now I must go. I is for Adina, whose vocals you'll know from Wicked, or Rent, or from Letting It. You said it. Come on, let it go. Hands touch, eyes meet, sudden silence, sudden heat, heart sleep in a giddy world. He could be that boy, but I'm not that girl. Don't wish, don't start. Wishing only wounds the heart. I wasn't born for the rose and the pearl. There's a girl I know. He loves her so. I'm not that girl. J is for Julie and her sweet, silvery soprano, as bright as a bell and as pure as a piano. Don't talk of stars burning above. If you're in love, show me. Tell me no dreams filled with desire. If you're on fire, show me. Here we are together in the middle of the night. Don't talk of spring, just hold me tight. Anyone who's ever been in love will tell you that this is no time for a chat. Haven't your lips longed for my touch? Don't say how much. Show me, show me. Don't talk of love lasting through time. Make me no undying vow. Show me. High on a hill was a lonely goatherd, lay yodelay, yodelay, hee-hoo. Loud was the voice of the lonely goatherd, lay yodelay, yodeloo. Lusty and clear from the goatherd's throat heard, lay yodelay, yodelay, hee-hoo. Loud was the voice of the lonely goatherd, lay yodelay, yodeloo. Odelay, odelay, hee-hee, odelay. Show me no. K is for Kristen, whose range stupefies, in spite of her small, less than 5 foot tall size. phone ya. After you do, he'll never phone ya. Never fall in love again. I'll never fall in love again. Don't tell me what it's all about, 'cause I've been there and I'm glad I'm out of those chains that bind you. That is why I'm here to remind you, what do you get when you fall in love? You only get lies and pain and sorrow. So for at least until tomorrow, I'll never fall in love again. I'll never fall in love again. I'll never fall in love again. John Weber, ladies and gentlemen. I love reading this book because I'm always like, who's next? Who's next? L is for Leia, the voice of Mulan, who broke Broadway hearts as the first Miss Saigon. On my own, pretending he's beside me, all alone, I walk with him till morning. Without him, the world around me changes. The trees are bare and everywhere, the streets are full of strangers. I love him, but every day I'm learning. All my life I've only been pretending. Without me, his world will go on turning. A world that's full of happiness that I have never known. I love him. I love him. I love him, but only on my M's for Mary Martin, whose vibrance and verve gave Peter his pluck and Maria her nerve. When the sky is a bright canary yellow, I forget every cloud I've ever seen. So they call me a cockeyed optimist, immature and incurably green. I have heard people rant and rave and bellow that we're done and we might as well be dead. But I'm only a cockeyed optimist, and I can't get it into my head. I misbehaving. Little girls, everywhere I turn, I can see them. Little girls, night and day I eat, sleep, and breathe them. I'm an ordinary woman with feelings. I'd like a man to nibble on my ear, but I'll admit no man has bit. So how come I'm the mother of the year? Little cheeks, little teeth, everything around me is little. If I wring little necks, surely I would get an acquittal. Some women are dripping with diamonds. Some women are dripping with pearls. Lucky me, look at what I'm dripping with. Little girls. Someday I'll step on her freckles. Some night I'll straighten her curls. Send the flood, send the flu, anything that you can do to girls. O is the outstanding Miss Kelly O'Hara as Nellie, Francesca, Mrs. Anna, or Clara. These are very popular in Italy. It's the land of naked marble boys. Something we don't see a lot in Winston-Salem. That's the land of corduroys. I'm just a someone in an old museum, far away from home as someone can go. And the beauty is I still meet people I know. Hello, this is wanting something, this is reaching for it, this is wishing that a moment would arise, this is taking chances, this is almost touching what the beauty is. I don't understand a word they're saying. I'm as different here as different can be. But the beauty is I still meet people like me. Everyone's a mother here in Italy. Everyone's a father or a son. I think if I had a child, I would take such care of her, then I wouldn't feel like one. I've hardly met a single soul, but I am not alone. I feel known. This is wanting something. This is praying for it. This is holding breath and keeping fingers crossed. This is counting blessings. This is wondering when is for Patty, whose belt, big and brassy, made Ava so mighty and Reno so sassy. What's new? Buenos Aires. I knew I want to sing just a little song. Will you be on me too? I get out here, Buenos Aires. Stand back, you ought to know what you're gonna get in me. Just a little touch of sexuality. Put me up with your heat, with your knife, with your dirt, overdo me. Let me dance to your beat, make it loud, let it hurt running through me. Don't hold back, you are certain to impress. Tell the driver this is where I play. Rio de la Plata, Florida, Corrientes, 9 de Julio. All I want to know. Stand back, Buenos Aires, because you ought to know what you're gonna get in me. Just a little touch, just a little touch, just a little touch of star quality. Q is for Broadway's unquestionable queen, a glamorous goddess on stage and on screen. She's brilliant and bold and has talent in meters. Ladies and gentlemen, Bernadette Peters. I have never felt like this. For once, I'm lost for words. Your smile has really thrown me. This is not like me at all. I never thought I'd know the kind of love you've shown me. No matter where I am, no matter what I do, I see your face appearing like an unexpected song that only we are hearing. Like an unexpected song that only we are hearing. R is for Rose, Broadway's maddest of mothers, in show-stopping turns by Miss Merman and others. Some people can get a thrill knitting sweaters or sitting still. That's perfect for some people who don't know they're alive. Some people can thrive and bloom, living life in a living room. That's peachy for some people of 105. But I at least gotta try. When I think of all the sights that I gotta see, yeah, all the places I gotta play, all the things that I gotta be, yeah, come on, Papa, what do you say? Some people sit on their butts, got the dream, yeah, but not the guts. That's living for some people, for some humdrum people, I suppose. Well, they can sit and grunt, but not Rose. Sutton, whose singing and tapping kept spectators chanting and cheering and clapping. Tapping. No canary in a cage for me. This canary's ready to fly free. Cut the cord. Is that a man I once adored? He's nothing but an albatross, no great loss, double crosser. Forget about the boy, pull the plug. Ain't he the one who pulled the rug? He's lower than an alley cat, dirty rat, and I clatter. Forget about the boy, forget about the boy, forget about the boy. And in the moonlight, don't you think about him? Sister, you're much better off without him. You can blow the blues a kiss goodbye and put the sun back in the sky. For when he comes crawling, I'm not falling. Shout hooray and hallelujah. Now me and Mr. Wrong are through. I'll find myself another beau who I know is no rover. Forget about the boy, forget about the boy, forget about the boy. Shout hooray and hallelujah. Now me and Mr. Long are through. I'll find myself another beau who I know is no rover. Forget about the boy, forget about the boy, forget about the S is also for Sondheim, who wrote these plum parts for women with substance, with strength, and with smarts. Greens, greens, and nothing but greens. Parsley, peppers, cabbages, and celery, asparagus, and watercress, and fiddle ferns, and lettuce. He said, all right, but it wasn't quite, 'cause I caught him in the autumn in my garden one night. He was robbing me, raping me, rooting through my rutabaga, raiding my arugula, and ripping up the rampion, my champion, my favorite. I should have laid a spell on him right there. Could have turned him into stone, or a dog, or a chair. But I let him have the rampion, I'd lots to spare in return. However, I said, fair is fair. You will let me have the baby that your wife will bear, and we'll call it square. T is for Tanya Pinkins, whose Titanic range includes Jelly's Last Jam and Caroline or Change. Underwater, it's like a song you hear on the radio at night, like sleeping with the light out, like the warden cry of your mama's sad bassoon. No, someday we'll talk again, but there's things we'll never say. That sorrow deep inside you, it inside me too, and it never go away. U is for Miss Uggams, whose charm is contagious each time she busts out on the Great White Way's stages. June is busting out all over, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da hill. Da-ba-dee-bee-doo-da-da, sweet-bee-dee-bee-doo-bee-da-ba-dee-da-ba-da-da hill. Where are those stinking cue cards? For those of you that don't know, Ms. Uggams was asked to sing June is Bustin' Out All Over at the 4th of July event in Washington, D.C. quite a few years back, and the man holding her cue cards underneath of the camera slipped in the mud, leaving her with no lyrics, so she had to therefore scat the rest of the song. V is for Victoria, whose voice, operatic, makes any score soar, whether light or dramatic. Outside, life's a mess. No one's pure of spirit any longer. There's no wrong or right, just wrong and wronger. People have amused themselves to death. Outside, life is grim, filled with smut and scandal to the brim. I suppose there may be room for him. Frankly, I don't plan to hold my breath. But here within these walls, days are filled with grace. God is in his place, his wisdom still respected. Here within these walls, life has a different pace than life beyond our doors. And for what it's worth, this life's now yours. W is the wondrous Miss Lilius White, whose riffs, runs, and scats sound so wonderfully right. And she signed my book. There is a brotherhood of man, a benevolent brotherhood of man, a noble tie that binds all human hearts and minds into a brotherhood of that was scatting on purpose. Now these divas are dynamos, and you should know them. But they didn't fit anywhere else in this poem. So here are some extra exceptional names of exalted, exciting, and excellent dames. Fanny Bryce, Marilyn Miller, Sophie Tucker, Ethel Waters, Judy Holliday, Carol Burnett, Diane Carroll, B. Arthur, Barbara Harris, Lauren Bacall, Donna McKechnie, Stephanie Mills, Andrea McCardle, Dorothy Loudon, Madeline Kahn, Jennifer Holliday, Betty Buckley, Lori Beachman, Judy Kuhn, Rebecca Luker, Glenn Close, Marin Maisie, Vanessa Williams, LaShawns, Laura Benanti, Alice Ripley, Patina Miller, Laura Osnes, Jessie Mueller, Renee Elise Goldsberry, Jasmine Cephas Jones, and Philippa Sue. Why, you know who's last, and if you don't, take a guess. Z is for Liza, with a Z, not an S. You guys pick up fast. What's good is sitting alone in your room. Come hear the music play. Life is a cabaret. Submitting some prophet of doom to wipe every smile away. Life is a cabaret, old chum, only a cabaret, old chum, and I love a cabaret. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. This was such a dream come true. You were a lovely audience. Thank you for letting me look right into your eyeballs and sing to most of you. It was so lovely. That's something we don't get to do in theater. That's part of the reason I love doing cabaret. You two have my heart. What you're doing here is incredible. Thank you so much for having me. It is always such a joy to be in this room, so I'm indebted to both of you. My incredible mama for trekking with me here today, being my stage manager, my person. If it were not for her, I would not be here chasing this dream for 10 years now. So to each of you, for your support, for coming out tonight, I am indebted to you. Thank you so much for giving this little dreamer a lovely, lovely evening and a chance to perform for you. It's made me so happy.
Thank you.
You guys know him as John Weber. I call him Uncle John. I've known John since I was 16, right about there. Yeah, so, and I don't have a dad in my life, and this guy has really kind of stepped up in every way, and so he's become a really big part of our family, so I wouldn't be here without him. Now, I'd like to leave you with one more, if that's okay. I said at the beginning that there are things that stick with you as a kid. I'm sure things immediately pop into your brain. Like I said, being Annie was one of the big ones for me. But I think the first huge memory that I have that stuck with me was the first time I watched The Wizard of Oz. I was sitting on the couch, I guess a love seat at the time, with my mom on one side, my Nana on the other. My mom is already crying as I tell this story. My Nana on the other, holding both of their arms and my blankie just clutched to my chest. I was terrified of the flying monkeys. Every time they came on the screen, I would hide behind it, half looking at the movie. And I would ask Mom, I'd say, Mama, when is that girl gonna come back on the screen? Little did I know that that girl was sparking a big dream for this little girl. So I'd like to leave you with what was my Nana's favorite song and a core memory for me. Read it. You play a little bit. I don't need a note though. You want me to just start it?
Just start it, yeah.
When all the world is a hopeless jumble and the raindrops tumble all around, heaven opens a magic lane. When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow highway to be found, leading from your window pane to a place behind the sun, just a step beyond the rain, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. If birds fly over the rainbow, why then why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I? Thank you so much.